There. That's it. That's him.
What's going on, people? I'm back to give you guys another one. I'm in all my glory. Changed up my shirt, by the way. Some of y'all, making little comments, We ain't doing the dirty white tees for a minute, I watched that one. This one, we're doing the Dirty Gray series, Hold on, what's this? Strawberry ice cream. I haven't had strawberry ice cream in like 5 weeks. Ooh, I gotta change this shirt. Alright, now back to the lecture at hand. Oh yeah, as always, I'm in the building. Now, I'm gonna talk about the GOP and the concerted effort, or the millions they are spending to bring minorities into the fold. Like, the GOP is, like I said, they're going to spend at least $10 million from their own estimates, conservative estimates, to bring other groups into the fold. This way they want to attract a broader cross-section of voters for the next election. The problem with the GOP, what I found out is, you don't see a GOP trying to attract voters or attract members until like the week before the election. That's what I've noticed about them. Every time I vote, or when you see them, they want you to be on their side whenever you go in to vote. They don't really, and they don't really set their agenda out. They just say, well, Obama's bad for you. Well, you didn't even tell me why he's bad for me. He's a politician. You're all bad for me. But this decision, what they're doing is, at least they're making a game plan, because after the fucking 2012 shellacking that they received, I think a lot of them said, hey, we need to open the fold, But let me explain something to the GOP. Black folks and Hispanic folks in general are conservative by nature. They are. They don't believe in gay rights. Now, you got a lot of these new age Negroes and new age, essays that maybe want to believe in that, but by and large, blacks and Hispanics are conservative. But somewhere along the line, the GOP derailed their message and went after, they went down the other path, and was what it was. Like, we used to joke, like, the only time we would turn Republican is once we got to the league and played in the NFL, because that's when we had money and y'all want to take, and like the Democrats want to take your money. That was the joke we had. But the GOP they should have been on this. Cause like I said, there's a lot of black folks who want to vote Republican, and there's a lot of black folks who probably identify themselves as Republican, but they just don't want to get laughed at and talked down by other black folks. Like, why you want Republican? You high and mighty, this, that, and third. But black folks in general have a conservative nature. The aim that they want to have they should have a steady presence. Like, me personally, I feel the GOP should have a steady presence. Like, if you go to the hoods and barrios, you'll see Democrats. You'll actually see Democrats in the hood. You'll see Democrats in the barrio, and they're raising their fucking fists, pumping, and they're getting the crowd energized. When's the last time you honestly saw a Republican in the hood or barrio, like, really getting the crowd into it and say, hey man, this dude or woman is who I want to vote for? You rarely see the Republicans do this. I think the GOP doesn't really embrace other ethnic groups because they're old white men who got money. They don't have to. That's the mentality I think they have. I think there's people in the GOP who probably don't want to do this. They want to stay on the course. But I think there's a lot of new age GOP members saying, hey man, we got to increase the rolls, or the Democrats are going to keep shellacking us. But the GOP needs to they need to hit hard. Like, right now, they should be talking to folks. Don't robocall, please. Or maybe they should mail you a letter. Or maybe they want to talk to you in person. Like, say, hey, why don't you vote for the GOP? What's your issues with the GOP? And do some type of focus groups and go from there. But as far as like seeing their presence, I don't feel like my neighborhood. I live in like a mixed housing neighborhood. I live in like how can I describe this? If I live in a middle. It's like middle of the middle class. Like, we have nice ass houses. You got the projects, this, that, and the fifth. It's like middle. It's like straight down as middle as you can be. But at the same time, I see like when it's time to vote, I see Democrats left and right in my neighborhood. I'm not gonna lie. I spoke to someone that were running for office. I have never seen a Republican come through here. Granted, my district is mostly like me. It's like probably if I had to do the split, I'd just say it's 80 to 90%, black folks, You know, 5% Hispanics and 5% white folks. But you don't see the GOP at all come through here. All you see is Democrats, and they come through here. They have rallies, and they're telling people to come to the rec centers. They're telling them they're doing fish fries. That's how you get black folks nowadays. You just fucking feed them and they'll vote for you, which I don't understand that one, but that's another video. You know, give them a fish fry. Just go or this one. Go to a church. There you go. You got your millions of votes right there too with black folks. But the point I'm making is, you see the Democratic presence here. You feel the Democratic presence here, and you know it's here. The GOP, the only time I knew the GOP was down the street, it was, what's his name, Ryan, the dude who was running with Romney. It was Ryan. When he was running for Romney, he was at a restaurant down the street. But the bad part about it, it was an Italian restaurant, and it was invitation only. The restaurant was great, by the way. I endorsed the restaurant he was at. But it wasn't directed towards. He could have came somewhere else when you're in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? That's like trying to say I want to get the white votes, but I go to an Asian restaurant to have a town hall meeting. I'm just saying, you know, it just was corny. But they have to embrace and relate to different groups. Now, I'm not saying as far as the homosexuals, hey, stick with that. Stick to your guns on that. But at the end of the day, GOP got to step it up. I'm out. Peace.
There. That's it. That's him.